Let's talk. Hello, Radioheads. I'm L-Man here with Brimstone. Last time I saw this guy, I think, was at Grindhouse Radio?
Yeah, the Grindhouse Radio. And finally, Brimstone is back. It came from the radio.
Yes.
It's been so long, and finally we're here at CradleCon. Absolutely amazing day. You having a good time?
Yeah.
It's nice and quiet now because we're finally winding down, and it's a beautiful thing. But yeah, the last time we saw each other was at my studio, right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
So it's been like almost 3 years.
I think that was my first official show or second show hosting this. And now I'm doing like the majority of the interviews. Look how times have changed.
Shame on you, Mark. You're slipping. You're slipping, Mark.
And you started out on Sesame Street? You were an actor on Sesame Street?
Yeah. So I started at about 5 years old, 6 years old on Sesame Street and Romper Room. I did a bunch of commercials when I was a child, so I did child acting stuff. And then, toured the world of music, toured the world of pro wrestling. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an actor, an author, comic book character, animated character, kids book character, voiceover person, you name it, and I do it. And a foodie. I do food stuff, so I have a new series coming out as well.
You did a new voiceover, something with new voiceover recently.
Yeah.
I pay attention.
Yes.
What was it? I don't know. I have dementia.
I have a couple of different things going on. So animated-wise, I have the Brush Brigade. I'm doing the character Beazle, which is a really cool character. He's a little toothpaste guy, and he's like, like one of those things.
Guy.
Yeah, he's a little toothpaste guy,
I like teeth stuff.
He just like flies around. It's something cute and innocent for kids.
My dad's a dentist. I try to get people to
there
floss
you go.
every show. It's like a tagline.
Just floss to make yourself good, smell nice. Unlike me right now after the whole day. So Brush Brigade is going to be really cool. For this summer, I know that the demo should be dropping for Serial Killers, which I play Terror T, which is like Tony the Tiger, for this character grouping of all these cereal icons.
Okay.
The cereal,
Not the cereal you eat, but the cereal.
Yeah.
The cereal you eat?
Yes, the cereal you eat. Like Tony the Tiger and the Rice Krispie characters and all that. So they take all those characters and they've made them into fighters like Street Fighter. And that's the game. So basically I'm doing Terror T, which is the Tony the Tiger of this game.
And then you'll make sure that everyone brushes their teeth after engaging with the sugary cereal.
There we go. And then I've got another one popping for this summer. It's for Whistling Wizard is the developers I'm doing. It's the character Wrath, which is going to be a really, really cool game. This is like a Western utopia type of a deal, like an underworld Western thing, and it's called Rosenlocket. So absolutely beautiful.
So like what's going on in Los Angeles right now, it's like a Western utopia. Kind of just like that, right?
Kind of just like that. There's a lot going on out there. We're not going to talk about those things though. But so there's a lot of things popping.
Can you show your muscle?
Oh yeah,
your muscle mini action figure?
So we got little Brimstones here. So we've got two different kinds. We got the wrestling version and the radio version.
Pretty cool.
So that's a lot of fun. Went a little old school, a little vintage. You got to go way back to move forward. So here we are. Everything old is new again. So we decided to do the muscle figures for the Grindhouse Radio.
I think a whole war. You get like 20 of these or 20 of these. You get some ketchup.
There you go.
I would do
Did you say some ketchup?
Yeah, my uncle did that with action figures. It looks very cool. You get them all fighting each other. Put some dental floss on top, make them move and jump and fly.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if I had access to about 10
you
of
can
each,
do it.
I'd do a whole animated series for you.
A couple rubber bands, could toss them real far and stuff like that. And then I got the book, if you guys haven't seen it, Brimisms by me, Brimstone. It is a small book of inspirational, motivational quotes. So if you follow me on social media, you've probably heard some of these before. Here it is. The climb may be tough, but the view from the top is priceless. This is the stuff that you need to hear every so often. Here, let's get another one. In spite of how bad things may be, choose to believe that this is not the way your story will end. Work diligently, take risks. The seeds you sow will eventually bear fruit.
Take risks.
There's a bunch of different things in here. What do you call it? The forward is by Charles Martinet, who is the voice of Mario and Luigi from all the Nintendo games.
What helps you to take risks? I'm not a big risk taker. I'm probably one of the least risk takers I know.
You have to take risks.
I'm afraid. I like a sure thing, like swingers. So what are some things you can tell me, and maybe the audience, that help you or can help other people to take risks? It seems like it's not a thing for you. You just do it naturally.
I just do it naturally.
Yeah.
There's no risk. First of all, it's no risk, no reward. You need to be out there. You need to be putting yourself out there constantly, consistently, and it's always the next best thing or the next natural thing. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, everything that I've done, every risk that I've taken is always something that kind of branches off from what I'm already doing. So when I got out of pro wrestling, all right, I said, I don't want to lose my character and lose my brand. The Brimstone brand meant too much to me. So what I decided to do is, what are pro wrestlers? Pro wrestlers are like giant, well, they are.
Combined.
Yes.
That's why I like it.
But if you look at them,
We do a voiceover job together.
Sorry, guys.
possibly.
Children of
We have a
Hesperia.
question.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
okay.
Children of Hesperia. Yes, we
We'll be done
did.
in a minute.
We did. We
We
did.
got fans. See?
Give me 1
We
second.
got fans.
Yeah.
Don't come back. We'll be done.
No, it's okay.
So you got fans.
So,
Brimstone.
what do you call it? So basically, oh my God.
No risk, no reward.
No risk, no. Thank
and
you.
everything you've done is like an offshoot of something else.
Thank
like
you.
the same here.
So the pro wrestling thing, everybody considers us big superheroes, comic book characters, big guys throwing each other around the ring, ladies throwing each other around the ring, and so forth. And at the end of the day, I said, well, why not take the character out of the ring and put it into the comic book? See? Next natural progression.
Okay.
The comic book, what comes next after the comic book? Well, toys, animation, you name it, kids' books. So that all came from that. Then from there, well, I'm on the road again. I'm touring. I'm going to meet people and see.
And music? You did music?
I did music, but that was before everything.
Okay.
So, and the next natural progression with music was not necessarily the music in general, but doing what do you call it? I learned how to get involved with lots of different endorsements and sponsors and bookings and so forth. So I've learned a lot from everything that I've done over the years.
I just recorded my first song in Spanish, a Spanish song. I'm recording another one. I don't even speak Spanish, but I know it's so weird. Everything I do is really weird.
Really?
But the risk-taking thing, I'm glad you said that, because everything I've ever done, it's like I did something random, and then that led to something else that maybe led to a 2 or 10 year job. So you know what, if you don't want to do something, or you get nervous or scared of everything like me, then just do something, because you never know what it'll lead to.
Absolutely.
And my final question for you is, well, here, I'm asking for advice tonight. I'm doing stand-up tonight at a party, which you're welcome. Right, I don't breathe. So so what are some things to help me get over this crippling stage fright where my tongue goes numb and my fingers go numb just thinking about it?
First and foremost, I'm going to tell you, and I'll let everybody else out there know, it's okay to get those butterflies in your stomach. It's normal. And the reason why that happens is because you actually care about what you're about to go and do.
True.
You love the ability to go out there and do what you want to do and what you love to do. So it's normal to be nervous because you want to do the best you possibly can. So the best way to stop that crippling fear is to stop, breathe, talk to yourself, talk yourself up, and say, hey, I'm a boss.
Right.
I'm going to go out there and I'm going to slay. And then you take it, put your pants on.
Right.
Tie that belt up. If you're not wearing a belt, then, you know, whatever you got to do. Button your pants and you walk out there and you do your thing. I mean, at the end of the day, it's normal to feel that way before anything. It just means that you care about what you do. And, you know, you, I don't think, have that crippling fear.
I do.
Do you? When you're on
do.
stage, are you scared?
It's been so bad in the last 2 months, I've actually thought of just quitting.
Really?
stand-up.
Never quit. Never quit.
Quitting like everything.
No,
public,
you
except
can't.
for behind a camera.
You can't. First and foremost, you got to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to believe in you. If you go out there and you're believing in yourself and you go out and you do your thing, everybody out there is going to know that you're doing your thing, and they're going to respect that.
You know the funny thing? I'll leave this at the final thought. Before the final thought, I jokingly said maybe 2 months ago, I don't feel comfortable. I like hiding behind a camera because, people can touch you in the crowd. And not that I'm afraid of anyone attacking me, but, I don't like that people can touch me. And then right after, I think the next day or within the week,
Dave Chappelle
that
thing.
was the Will Smith.
The Will Smith
and
thing.
then the Chappelle. And I was like, I was just joking about being afraid of being touched. And now this is actually happening. It's a real concern.
Yeah.
I heard that Jamie Foxx helped beat up the perpetrator for Dave Chappelle.
Oh, did he?
I think it was Jamie Foxx and one other person. But anyway, we'll keep this about you, Brimstone.
That's crazy.
Super talented,
Thank you.
multifaceted man. I'm sure you're going to do a lot more things during your lifetime.
I try.
You might just be getting started.
I try. We got the Grindhouse Radio. If you want to check us out, every single Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
It's a great studio.
Yes, thank you. I miss you guys at the studio.
Yeah, I would love to come back and record there.
Mark, get with it.
Mark.
What do you call it? Then you also want to... It's okay. That's twice. What do you call it? We're on a roll. So I also did the Dirty Little Secrets Club. What do you call it, with my co-host Dana Pereira? That
Okay.
one I get to be a little R-rated and not as G-rated as I have to
gotta
be.
check that one out.
That one's a lot of fun. And what do you call it? I've also got a new show called Food Hounds Home Edition, which is a foodie series that I'm doing with my son for a streaming service. So we're in the process of doing all that stuff now. So hopefully you guys will check it out.
Thank you, Brimstone. And now back to more. It came from the radio. See ya.